Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room show. And this may be an abbreviated show. For some reason, my guest Bradley can't get in. I'm not sure what's wrong. We connected yesterday and did some testing, and everything seemed to be working fine. Maybe he can get in now that I'm actually broadcasting. Um, Dennis, if you could tell me how my audio and video is, I'd appreciate that. And we've got three watchers right now. The plan was to have Bradley from Montana. Oh, he's coming on. All right. All right. Let him in here.
What I did, excuse me, what I did is I rebooted the computer and then it came on. So
Oh, always something with the computers.
yeah, I don't know what it is, but sorry about that. Had me worried there for a while.
Yeah, me too. But I've had problems with doing these live shows before, so it didn't really bother me that much. But I did want to have you on.
Well, I wanted that too, yeah.
So we're going to get started here. I met Bradley. Let me see. I got an email. Let me go back to that. I got that on my other computer. 1 second here. Get the right page. The first email I got from Bradley was in March of this year, and he was asking me some questions about the Sangean ATS-909X2, which was just coming out, and I presented a couple of reviews that other people had done. And then I started getting emails quite often from Bradley about that radio and the new Tecsun radios. And I'm going to let Bradley pick up here and tell us all about his experience with his purchase of the Tecsun radios and his experience using his Tecsun radios, since now he has more than one. And so I'm going to turn it over to Bradley. And Bradley, approximately where are you located?
I'm in Park City, Montana.
All righty. And what did you did you decide not to get the Sangean?
The Sangean I did get, yes.
Okay. So you've got this. So you've got Sangean and the Tecsun.
Yes, I got the Sangean and I had the Tecsun H501 period.
Right.
And I had a very bad experience with purchasing that radio.
Okay. Well, let's don't say who.
No.
Yeah, let's don't say who the seller was, but tell us what your experience was with getting those radios.
Okay, the Sangean I bought and I tested it, and it had bad. It didn't tune right. It kept on getting squeals and stuff when I was tuning it. So I said, no, this ain't gonna work. So, and I tested for a few days, and I said, well, I'm gonna send it back. So I did. I had no problem with that. I got the.
And when was that? When was that?
That was probably March, April, something like that. I guess. Yeah.
Okay. So you got one of the early versions.
Yeah. I had the 73. Was the 74? I guess the firmware.
Okay.
Yeah, I had that firmware on that, the 74, and I still had the same problems that people are experiencing when they have their radios too. So on the early versions, I guess. But anyways, it didn't work out for me. So I got I compared it with the 501 period, that the Sangean. So I sent it back, and I want to get the other radio, the 501X, and I got that through Anna. And went well, no problem with that. So, but anyways, what happened was when I bought the first radio, the 501, it charged me 3 times in one night for the same radio.
Wow.
I said, no, man, no way. I don't want. So I called.
But you only got one radio.
Yeah, just one radio. And so I went talked to my bank, and they're fighting with them to get the other charges taken off. And I'm still having problems with it. They still got me for 3 radios. They charged me for 3 radios, and I got 1. So
you've actually paid for 4. One, you paid for 3 501s and 1 501X from Anna.
mm-hmm. Yeah, that purchase went very well. I'm happy with that purchase, and I'll buy from her again. So, but not the other company. Forget it.
Okay. So when you got the replacement 501, did that work okay?
Yeah, the 501X. Yeah, that's a beautiful radio.
No, I mean the 501 itself.
Yeah, that radio is
The second one you got.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. And you've tested the 2 radios, the second 501 and the 501X.
Yeah.
And they seem to work identical.
Identical, except for the 501X has improvements on it. It'll tune lower, I guess, the lower frequencies than the 501 period, and higher maybe too. But it does a little bit better as far as tuning. But when you pick up a station, they both are very good. They both do a great job. So.
All right. And so what kind of reception reports have you made on the 2 of them? And what is your setup as far as an antenna?
Yeah, it's called Kate. I have it written here. It's I can't find it right now.
What type of antenna is it?
It's just a wire. It's a 25-foot wire antenna.
It's one of those reels?
Yeah, it's a real one. It goes right to my window. Eventually I want to put it up get a new one to put up on the roof.
So you have the wire strung in your room?
Yeah.
Okay. And what is your altitude there?
I'm sorry, the what?
What is your altitude where you live?
Oh, I'm at 3,300 feet.
Oh, okay, so you're up in the air without even putting a pole up. You're already 3,000 feet in the air.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So how's your receptions been on shortwave?
It's iffy, on and go. Sometimes I have a real good night, and like tonight I've been trying, but of course it was early, and I'm not getting anything hardly at all right now. So
yeah, the shortwave band has really been dead. I have the same problem here. I struggle to get anything. About all I can get is stations south of me, south of Florida, in like Cuba and South America. And I even struggled getting the stations, which I almost always got, north of me, say in Tennessee. I'm struggling getting those stations.
Yeah, I picked those up here real good. Some nights I get that Tennessee stations really good. And I get a lot of China stations. I got Cuba. Trying to think where else I've gotten. And like Tennessee, they come in real good. And I get this station, the church stuff,
yeah, what I call a preacher man.
Yeah, preacher man. I guess that you got there. Yeah, I get him a lot. So,
so what other radios do you have now in way of shortwave?
Yeah, I got the 330.
330, Tecsun 330.
Yeah, I got the Eaton 720. I think it's called. Yeah. It's the one like yours, like your Grundridge radio.
Oh, you mean the 750?
750. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Eaton 750. That's a great radio. I listen to it
Yeah.
every night with FM and stuff. And I got the same kind of setup for an antenna.
So when did you start collecting shortwave radios?
When I first saw you,
Oh,
yeah, you got me going.
so it's my fault. Okay. Well, I wish we had better reception. I mean, better propagation on shortwave, but
Yeah.
it's going to improve. We're on the upside of the 11-year cycle,
Uh-huh.
and so every day theoretically it's going to get better. I noticed the past couple of days it's bumped up from the 70s to the 80s, but it's
Mhm.
done that before and then come back down. But hopefully it'll keep gradually going up and up and up, and we'll
Yeah.
start getting some good shortwave reception.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And as the nights get shorter here, my days get shorter, I should say. I'll pick up two, I guess, right? Reception. Because in the middle of winter here in Montana, it gets dark at 4 o'clock in the evening here.
Wow.
Yeah. So
So how does the PL 330 compared to the 501 and 501X?
it's when you get the stations, it picks up just as well in the stations. I haven't really tested how far it go up and down with it, the frequencies, but the ones that I can pick up on the 501 H501, the 330 get just as pick up the same stations just as well. So
Okay.
yeah.
So can you try the 501X right now?
Yeah, sure. It's right next to me. Yeah. I guess what I'll do is I'll push the search button and see what I can find.
Do an ATS, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's searching right now. I got it on the shortwave minus right now. Is that the low band, I guess, right? Yeah.
No, the minus will scan the entire shortwave band.
Okay.
The plus only scans the band that the radio is presently in. Like if it's
Okay.
like if it's on the 31 meter band, like 9 megahertz or something like that, it only scans that band. Where the
Okay.
minus does the whole thing, takes much longer.
Oh, okay. I should have done the other one, I guess. But
No, that's fine. That's fine.
it's still searching right now.
Yeah, it does take a while.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that unlike some other radios I have, it doesn't seem to stop and save just noise signals. I mean, not just noises, but noise signals in addition. It seems to only get the actual broadcast signals.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've been testing another radio this week, and it's susceptible to, on shortwave, to all kinds of noise in my room. And the problem is, and the thing I tell people always is, if you're trying to listen to shortwave, you need an outside antenna.
Yeah, I need that. Yeah.
Especially if you have an environment like I'm in right now, where I have 3 or 4 computers running, I got a router going, I got a switch going. Trying to use a radio like on the telescopic antenna in this environment, it's just not going to work on shortwave. It's just not.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that's the problem I'm having here. I got lights going, and I got my monitor going, my computer and stuff. It's just so it's probably getting a lot of noise. I'm getting a lot of noise. So
Yeah.
But sometimes I get a station pretty good.
Yeah, and that's another problem we're all experiencing right now, is because propagation is so poor, the signals that are on the air are so low that any noise will just cover them up.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I I get comments quite often that there's nothing on shortwave. Well, right now that's because of the band conditions. The stations are there, and I've shown a couple of websites you can go to where you can get up-to-date listings of international broadcast stations, and there's still lots of station out there, and they're on the air, but we just can't get them. Well, right now, we just can't receive them.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, stop searching here. So let me, if you want, I can see what I can get.
Yeah, see what you got.
Ninety-three thirty. I picked up something there. It's kind of faint. It's a station though.
Let me see if I can look that up for you.
Oh, it's a preacher guy.
Oh, Preacher Man. Let's be
Preacher
out
man.
of Tennessee. 93. Oh, yeah. 90, I see that's in my listing of things I've searched for already.
I'll keep
Yeah.
trying. Want me to keep
That,
going?
that's out of Monticello,
Yeah. Okay.
WBCQ.
All right. I'll try again. And I can do the. I'll try the 501. I'll tune that in and see if it gets the same thing here.
Okay.
And turn it on.
And it's got the same antenna type of
Yeah.
antenna.
Yeah.
Same type. Yeah.
Yeah. About the same. Yeah.
About the same. Okay.
A little noisy though, but okay. I'll see what else I can find if you want.
All right.
That's the only one I can get right now.
Okay. While you were doing that, I'm on short-wave.info, and I did a search for stations that are broadcasting right now in English, and then I can do a sort by my location,
Okay.
and then I can give you some frequencies to try.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. See what I can get in.
Okay. The strongest station to my location is Radio Habana in Cuba at 6.0 megahertz.
All right, let me try it. Now, now 6.00, you say?
Yes, 6.000.
Okay, so I have to hit 6, and then how you get the pointer here again?
Just type in 60000.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just didn't
Yeah.
do anything wrong then.
Yeah, you don't put in a decimal point.
Oh, I know why it's not going in because I have it on search mode still.
Oh, it's still searching. Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, let me turn it off and turn it back on again. Hold on. Or I could try it on the 501. Okay. I'm just getting static. That's all I
Okay.
get.
All right, try 9580. That is China radio.
Just static.
Yeah, like I say, shortwave conditions are really poor.
Probably
Try
my antenna too. Yeah.
try 5890. That's in Tennessee. Nashville, Tennessee.
5890.
Right, correct.
No, nothing.
All righty, we're not doing too good. You know, like I say, for those that just recently tuned in, Bradley just is using a wire antenna in his room. So he doesn't have an outside antenna. So he's at a disadvantage there. Are you planning on getting or setting up an outside antenna?
Yeah, I want to. Yes.
Do you have any idea what you might do for an antenna?
I think I might do that one you mentioned earlier, the wired one.
The loop antenna.
The loop one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my best antenna now. Believe it or not, it
Yeah.
was about $50. It's only about a 3-foot diameter loop, and it does have a preamplifier, but it works great, and it is not so susceptible to noise
Oh, okay. Yeah.
because of the loop configuration. That's a characteristic of that loop. Yeah, Danny says get the MLA-30, and I got the 30 plus loop antenna.
Okay, let me write that down.
And you can get that in my Amazon store.
Oh, I'll do that. Sure. No problem there. I wish I would have bought. I wish I could have got the radio through Anna through you, but didn't know how to do it. So, but
Yeah, I've had very good luck with getting radios from Anna, who runs the ANON-CO store. And she carries most of the Tecsun radios, if not all. Plus, she carries some parts for those radios.
oh, really?
Yeah, she carries like an antenna if you broke an antenna off, if you've lost the cover for the battery compartment, she carries some of those.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. Great. So hit me with that antenna again. What is it called?
It's called, can you see the chat room?
I just see myself and you. That's all.
Okay. Well, in the chat room, which I can see, Danny, who's been into shortwave radios for a long time,
Yeah.
has his own show. He pointed out that it's MLA
Okay.
dash MLA
Mm-hmm.
dash 30, and now there's a 30 plus, which is slightly improved over the 30.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
And I think
Danny. Yeah, thank you, Danny, for mentioning that.
okay, let me see if I can catch up on the chat room here. I think I mentioned that. John Beckman said he was getting Radio Spain on 17855 he was getting that around 4:00.
Oh, okay.
That was 5.5 hours ago. And that's another thing about shortwave. 1 minute you can't get anything, and then all of a sudden the stations come booming in.
Yeah.
And it's, for me here in Clearwater, Florida, very early in the morning, say before 6:00, and late afternoon, say after 6 p.m. is best time for reception. Basically, when the sun goes down and before the sun comes up. Okay, we got another comment from Dennis. He says, Anna is a trooper. I agree. Anna is very helpful. Jay Wind says 5935 kilohertz and 5950 are strong in PA. So you might try tuning 5935.
Okay.
And he's in Maine.
Yeah, a little bit there.
A little bit there? Okay.
Yeah.
How about manually tuning up to 5950?
Okay. Well, let me fine tune it and see if I can.
Thanks, Danny. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I had a little struggle with my health in the past couple of months, but I'm finally improving, and I'm finally getting caught up with my radio reviews. I had really fallen behind there. Had a bunch of radios that people had sent me sitting on the shelf, but I'm down to one radio now, and I will be caught up with my reviews. No luck on that one, Bradley. No luck getting that.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty iffy right now. Well, let me see if I can find anything else listed here that you might be able to get. Try 9330.
Okay.
That is in Monticello in the U.S.
Yeah, I get a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I got it.
Okay. Now, what we'll have to do is we'll have to do a show later on when you get an outside antenna.
Sure.
And then we can compare your indoor antenna to your outdoor antenna.
There you go. Yeah.
Because that will make a huge difference. I mean, even if, and some people poo-poo this, even if you just string a wire outside and then you connect a coax cable to bring it into your shack, that'll make a big improvement. Just the fact that that wire is outside and at least 10 feet away from your house, so it gets away from the RF noise, that'll make a big difference.
Yeah. Okay.
But some people make the mistake of getting a wire antenna and running the wire outside and then just taking the wire and bringing it inside. And there's 5 feet of wire inside, and that's still going to pick up the noise. So that's not going to help as much. So you need to use that coax cable.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right, let's see if we got anything else in the chat. I think we're caught up there. I want to thank everybody that stopped by. And if you missed the beginning, Bradley has been sending emails to me since March, when he was. He told me on the show tonight that my shows prompted him to get into shortwave listening, and so he's collected quite a few of the latest shortwave radios. He even has the new Sangean radio. Now, how does the Sangean, the ATS-909X, compare to your Tecsun H-501X?
I think the 501X is much better radio.
Really?
I think so. Yeah. I like
As far as reception or sound or what? Or all?
It's actually the sound. The sound is so tinny, and it squeals. They tune the radio and stuff, and
On the Sangean.
yeah, the Sangean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been watching the reviews, and I held off getting the Sangean because like you say, there are several annoying problems that I decided I just didn't want to try it, so I've held off. Maybe they'll get their act together and get it fixed.
The new one had the new firmware update on it too, and everything. So
Oh, so you had the latest.
yeah, yeah. The Tecsun performed much better for me than the Sangean. Even the 330 does. The Tecsun 330 is that's a good radio too.
Is it better than the Sangean?
In some ways it is. Yeah, sure.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we check the chat room one more time and then we'll wrap this up. Let's see. Okay. Danny, you can't see the chat, so I'll relay what Danny said. Danny said, welcome back into Shortwave, Brad.
I'll tell him thank you.
And Raul Roney, I share Bradley's being influenced by you into your meddling with shortwave. Okay. Jeff King says hello to Jimmy in India, which I guess I missed. Oh, I missed that. Jimmy is from India. Oh, thanks for stopping by. And we got Steve. Thanks for the informative session. And he's in Mansfield, Maine, I believe that is. And that's we're about caught up on the chat. And I'm so glad that you were able to connect.
I was really I was pulling my hair out trying to get in. And I kept trying. And it says, try again. So I said, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to reboot the computer, and finally I got through. So
yeah, we were a little in a panic mode there at the beginning because Bradley couldn't get in. But as he said, he used the tried and true method of fixing computer problems, and that's recycling them, turning them off, turn them back on.
Yeah, it worked. It worked then. So.
Okay, I want to thank Bradley, and like I say, once he gets his outside antennas set up, we'll do another show and see how he performs. Like I said at the beginning, or he said at the beginning, he's in Montana, and he's 33 feet up in the air.
3,300.
Yeah, 3,000 feet in the air. So he has that advantage. He doesn't even really have to put up a tower. The big thing is to get the antenna away from the noise in his room. And he should have some pretty good reception at that height. I know there's a gentleman in the middle of the United States, and he's got a 200-foot tower.
Wow.
And he does these reception reports every day and posts them on the internet, and he gets stations all around the world, even now. And of course, he's probably, I don't know what his elevation is there, but his tower is 200 feet, but I'm sure he's not any higher than you are, Bradley. So you have that big advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, Bradley, do you have any closing comments before we call it a day?
Well, I so happy to be able to talk to you, Tom, and chat with the other people. And I wish I could see them in person on the computer here, but I only see you there, so I can't see anybody else. But anyways, I'm so glad to.
Well, I'll have to show you how to do that, so because you can actually watch it live on YouTube while you're on the air.
Oh.
It will be delayed, sometimes up to 15 seconds. So it sometimes becomes confusing because it's delayed. and you definitely don't want it to feed back into your microphone. That's the one thing that can go wrong.
Oh yeah.
You get this echo effect, and that's really bad. But me being in charge of the broadcast, I get to see both my ugly face and your nice face at the same time. So we'll have to work on it. We'll have to get together on another private show and work out those details so that you, because I was hoping you could see the chat room too, but I guess only the person that's doing the original broadcast can see the chat unless you watch the chat on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And so
Mhm.
so this is being broadcast live on YouTube, and when I end the show, then anybody later on can go view the show after the fact.
Oh, okay. So I can look at it after the fact then,
You can look at it after the fact.
and see, and just kind of go ahead and see what we did here. Then, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. There's a few more chat items. Let me look at those real quick. Steve says, thanks for the informative session. And he's okay. I've already read that one. Danny says, have a good week, Tom and Brad. Take care, everyone. Good night. And B. Rye says, thank you both. Well, thanks for stopping by, everyone. And we're going to call it a wrap.
Well, thank you, Tom. And let's, like I say, we'll chat again on private here, and you get all the things worked out to what we can do. So.
Okay, and I believe if I'm going to end the stream, but I think you and I will still be connected.
Okay.
Without the stream.
Okay, then we can talk a little bit. Then, yeah.
Yeah, you can tell me what I did wrong.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.